if I could only say to women that this is fixable and doctors never could fix it for me, to me, this is mind blowing because we don't have to experience all those things that we experience every single month. And you can live comfortably in your body. And to me, this is big. I'm finally starting to feel comfortable in my own skin.
Hello, everyone. Today I'm sharing another healing story, and this is someone I worked with for 3 months. So excited for her healing. So I would like this story to bring you motivation and inspiration and peace so that you know that you can heal too. So today with me, I have Olga. Please, can you tell a little bit about yourself, where you're currently based, and what do you do?
My name is Olga, and I live in United States in New York area. I'm a makeup artist, so honestly, this profession is very interesting, but also it brings a lot of things that challenge your life. And I was working with Justina for the past 3 months, and I'm so excited and so grateful for this experience.
Please share what were your symptoms before we started working together. I remember when we actually, met online, there was a very long list with different things, and it was a really large. I was like, okay, we should tackle this one by one, right? Can you just share a little bit what was on the list?
Oh my God, the list was pretty long, that's for sure. And as more as I was thinking of it, and I'm like, every time I was like, oh, I forgot this. And then we also have this. And you think of it, God, you are young, but you have so many things that you struggle with. So one of the biggest ones for me were acne. I'm like very acne prone, and I struggled with that since I was in my teens, like 13 years old, right? And so that improved very much in the past 3 months. Like I had acne on my chest all the time, my arms, my back, and my face nonstop. And we worked on that. So I got improvements pretty fast. I guess, like in the past 3 weeks, the skin cleared a lot. Face is still struggling little by little, depends. But all of the body cleared very much. And I guess, like in the past 3 months, I only had like 3 or 4 pimples for the whole thing. And to me, the person who is always struggling with acne the whole life of mine, this is a huge achievement. So this is one of the symptoms that was hitting on my confidence as a woman very, very much. And I'm so grateful and so happy that even right now, I am here talking and I don't have foundation on my face. And I'm a makeup artist. So, foundation for me is something I use always. And I go with pretty heavy makeup. But I'm brave enough to show up with my face only having lipstick on and only a little bit of blush. So, that's like a big blessing for me and a big win for sure.
I love it. I remember when we started, it was something that you were struggling with. And but besides this, I remember we had the energy issues, right? The fatigue. You were saying that you were feeling very exhausted, was like a burnout for many years, like you had this slump of energy, right?
Oh, yes. Energy wise, I think like since 2018 I wasn't feeling like myself at all, and I was running on just autopilot. When you wake up in the morning and you feel like, oh my God, another day, I have to live another day, and it was such a burden, and even waking up for me was very difficult. So right now, I actually have a good sleep, and I haven't slept in years. Like no pills would help me, nothing would help. I can sleep through the night without waking up, or only I can wake up like once a night. Depends if I had too much water and too late. But energy, actually, I do have energy because this is so strange right now. I don't sit at home. I'm like, I'm ready to go out. I'm ready to do things. I'm very much more productive than I used to be. And I feel alive. Like I don't have this tired body of mine that wouldn't allow me to do anything. And I would say no's to a lot of possibilities in life and opportunities only because I didn't have power at all. And like when your mind is tired, your body is tired, you don't want to do anything but like lay down and rest and just like watch TV.
Yeah.
So this is a big win for me as well. And I actually felt it really fast. Like I guess like 2 weeks later after we started working, that like hit instantly. And then a month later, I felt out of nowhere that I just feel happier. Nothing changed. I still have my challenges in life. I still have work. I still have like family and all of the life that brings us to adulthood. But I just feel happier out of nowhere. And I don't eat chocolate. Sweets were a big thing for me, and that doesn't make me happy. I don't eat chocolate even.
Oh, I love that. It's actually incredible. I know besides that, you had also issues with periods, right? They were heavier,
Oh,
more
oh my God, periods is another thing. So like my period was always very heavy since it started at the age of 12. When I was a kid in my teens, my mom brought me to OBGYN, gynecologist, and the only thing that they could do for me, they would give me, what is it,
contraceptive.
like yeah. So that kind of affects your period and helps it to make it lower, which that never happened. But over the course of 3 months, my period became so much lighter. Like it's usually 6 days, we cut it to 5 days. I feel so good. I don't have these mood swings as much when the period comes, and it's much easier. And right now, the period that I have right now, I think I can say that we got it to 4 days. It's so light. I feel comfortable. I sleep at night when I'm in this time of the month, and you feel lighter. I don't feel as tired as before, and I still can go productive with work, which is very important because I feel like when we women experience this moment of the month, you not feeling as good. But for me, I don't feel anything. Like I feel so good, like if I'm just in a regular day of the months. And oh my God, this is like, if I could only say to women that this is fixable and doctors never could fix it for me, to me, this is mind blowing because we don't have to experience all those things that we experience every single month. And you can live comfortably in your body. And to me, this is big. I'm finally starting to feel comfortable in my own skin.
Wow, this is huge what you're saying because I know so many women, especially younger women, are really struggling with PMS, period issues, period being very heavy, a lot of bleeding, a lot of cramps, and a lot of
That was me. That was me. All of it is me. All of it.
every month. A lot of years that people are struggling, and it's actually fixable, right? You can remove the things that are triggering the virus, which is causing like Epstein-Barr virus in the reproductive system. You can remove the food that it's feeding, the virus is eating, and you can add a lot of nutrients, mineral salts, glucose, all these good things, and a lot of good supplements, and that can actually heal it. And I wish everybody, all women on this planet knew that so that we can, save up all the suffering.
Totally, totally. And I can say that I have zero pain during my period right now. I have zero pain. I don't know what is Tylenol. I have no painkillers. Uh, and you just live. So you live the moment of these like 5, 6, 4 days, whatever it is, without pain. And this
Yeah.
is incredible because before I used to climb the walls of pain.
Wow, huge, huge. Another thing I remember you were sharing about restless leg syndrome, right? You had issues with that.
I feel like every issue was so big and that like you can't even say which one was bigger. So I I always have the restless leg syndrome and it escalated. So it actually started to bother my arms as well. So as soon as the evening comes, I couldn't sleep. I would feel all the cold. And um, it really came to the point where I started to hate nights. So, like, I'm somewhat okay during the day because I'm busy, I'm working, I'm living the life. But when the evening comes, the night comes, and I understand that I need to lay in bed and I will just lay down and body kind of will get somewhat of relaxation. I will start to feel it all over. And that was one of the reasons why I couldn't sleep. I would literally spend half a night in a bathtub trying to heat myself with the hot water to get somewhat of relief. And as many times as I went to doctors to like talk it through, what can we do and everything, there never was any solution.
Yeah.
So to me, understanding that one symptom is out of my nights and I actually can sleep and rest and not hate the life, not hate the day because the day is here again, not hate the night because the night is here again is big, is so big. I still feel it sometimes. but those are more about the days when I stress out a little bit or when the day was a little bit too hard with the work. But it improved so much, and I'm sure that later on it's just gonna get more better and better, and it's gonna be out of my body, like for sure, all of it. I want it all out.
I'm like lost of for words. I don't even know. Last thing I remember noted down, there was melasma that was also bothering. It has improved, right? Yeah, since we started.
So melasma is I guess one of those issues that was so compromising the way I seen myself as a person, as a woman. I wasn't a big fan of mirrors. And even though I'm a makeup artist and I know a lot of tricks how to cover all the skin imperfections, with my own skin, it wasn't working as well. And even the best foundation that has like super full coverage and all those things wasn't able to cover my dark spots. As of right now, as I said before, I am facing here and I don't have foundation on my face. You still can see some discoloration, but it did get much lighter. It doesn't bother me as much anymore. And I actually, the days when I'm off, I'm trying to rest a little bit, I can go out of home without foundation and not to feel so shy about my face, not so, I guess, upset and face people, and not to think that someone's gonna think of me, like, oh, what's with her face? What's wrong there? So I actually gained a lot of confidence with that. I know that there is still a lot of work to go, and there is no the sky's the limit. But seeing that that improved in such a short time period of 3 months only, cause I will tell you, I been to through every single procedure that's out there on the market for aesthetics, right? So like I've done all the lasers, I've done all the peels, I've done it many times, and I invested a big amount of money, which I don't regret that because I was trying to find my own solutions. But unfortunately, it never worked. Brought my skin to the worst state afterwards. So, like after every single laser that I've done, the skin looked very good for like shorter period of time, maybe 2, 3 weeks to a month, and then it became even worse, even worse, even worse. So right now, it's so much better, and I'm so happy, so grateful for this. I only expect better things to happen, and seeing how your body is improving in such short term periods. Uh, I wish I've done work with you before because I've been on medical, like I know about medical medium since 2018. I've been on and off. I've been vegan, I've been vegetarian, kind of like jiggling around between those things. I did drop a lot of things before we met. So, like, I don't drink coffee since 2017, eat meat or fish, but none of it was effective because medical medium system isn't the easiest. And for sure, I wish that I didn't spend so much time on my own trying to read books, trying to listen to his podcasts, because still, um, like I was drinking celery juice. It was helping me. I was on and off of it. Um, I always believed in the system, but I wish I got help much earlier because it truly would save me so much more time of my life, and I wouldn't lose as much of like relationships, opportunities, people, just life experiences as I did only because I started so late. But yeah, I'm very happy that I actually started because life has other colors right now. It actually has colors right now, and it has some light. And I'm like, oh, new day. Okay, let's go live new day. What are my goals? What are my things that I need to do right now? You feel alive, like feel alive.
It warms my heart so much. Because I remember when we started, the situation was very black and white. Remember, I was planning the strategy for you, and I was like, okay, we should do this, like very small steps, right? Making the structure of your day, understanding the meals, understanding the snacks, how to make it work in your lifestyle, right? Because it's one thing to read it and see how it is in the book, but then it's something different to implement, right? and people have different issues with implementing it, understanding like how to also justify it in front of your family, how this all people relationships, how to talk to people in a way that you have your boundaries, right? You're protected and you feel confident. How do you speak with anybody in a restaurant about what you want to order? Because that's a different thing, when you go out, if you want to have some restaurant food, although you're healing, but we're still, live in a society, we have friends, we want to at some point go out. It's still very important how you communicate and everything else. So you have already mentioned that you have tried veganism. Do you remember what other things have you tried overall to before medical medium, like other things?
So, yeah, like at some point of my life, I turned into vegan. I dropped out a lot of things which regular people enjoy in their life. I've been in between vegan and vegetarian. I did try to somewhat find the solution for the issues that I had with my health, but I truly never got them. Like you go to doctors, they're like, oh, this is age. Oh, this is
Yeah.
like genetics, or take these vitamins. With whatever issues, I would come to doctor's office. Unfortunately, there never was a solution. And that's so upsetting because I'm like, you feel that you like in a young age, right? That you like exactly the moment of your life where you should be living, enjoying, thriving, getting those goals, like it's like the most active phase of your life, but you're not there. And this is so disappointing because I'm like, I'm living life, but I'm actually not living it. I'm just trying to survive day by day. Like just hour after hour, you just try to go through and survive it. So I tried a lot of things, but none of it actually ever brought me to any results, to any feeling better, to any improvements, none of it. And then you just accept it and you just live with it, which is very sad. And I just wish that I invested money and time into this much earlier. Because truly, first time in my life, in my makeup artist career, in months of October, I made the most money out of the whole 5 years. So like I actually got that breakthrough point where I'm like, woo, this is cool. Well, yeah, I did work a lot, but then the idea of me working a lot, because I actually had energy to work a lot. So like I was able to get out of the house. I was able to go see those clients. I was able to provide service to someone. And actually hearing a lot of good feedback from my clients who are like, oh my God, I love it so much. Oh my God, you're such a delightful soul. It's such a pleasure to spend time with you. Like, this was so much more than I expected it. Even though I always got like a good feedback, but it felt like in this time period, it was easier to achieve. It was easier to be with the client. It was easier to give and easier to receive. So, like, you give energy, you receive money. And I feel like this exchange like actually was so good. I don't remember months of October. I worked as a horse, but it went so much easier on my body mentally and physically.
Yeah.
This was the months when I worked the most out of entire year, and I actually felt very happy. Like happy year, nothing changed, but I felt happy. So um it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy that I finally decided to work with you because I followed you for years. I followed your journey for years. I watched every YouTube video you have, everything you post, everything you show up. I remember you having the bangs and like, and that was like long time ago, but I'm like, I just wish I started early and I didn't have to wait to that point where I was so low down below, when it's just like it's either this or nothing else. And like, and it's time to do it right now. I just wish I did it earlier.
I love that you're mentioning this because I talk to people on DMs daily and I hear and I see their patterns of thinking. They're like, until I hit like my lowest point, then I'll be like working with the coach and asking for help. And they're like, okay, I'll DIY my path, but that's a longer route, right? Like it's much easier to just understand that there's somebody else who has already done this and they will tell you in 1 hour and a half or whatever time frame how to do it faster and better and quicker and easier, right? And that's a beautiful thing because when I started my healing journey 5 years ago, I did the same thing. I was reading old books, right? The wonderful, beautiful, incredible books. But at the same time, I was also working with somebody just to go faster so that I save my time, right? Time in like learning the information, because there's a lot of information, right? This vast information that is beautiful, incredible, the best in the world. I think medical medium is just the best system that is out there that is actually working and saving lives daily, right? I have another question for you. What was the hardest part of this lifestyle for you up until now? What would you say is something that you're like, oh my God, this is the hardest part? So that people know what was your experience? What is your experience?
So for me, following the recipe.
Okay.
So one of the reasons why I turned into vegan on the first place, I hate cooking. Like to me, like fruits, vegetables, salads, a little bit of, like boiled potato, good. I'm like very easy with food. So following the recipes, was a little bit new for me, which right now I guess I'm finding my joy in it because I'm like, okay, now I need to buy the stand for book so I can have book open like those ladies in old movies, and I'm gonna cook what is there. Um, so truly, I started to enjoy it because, like, you do spend a lot of time in the kitchen. You do spend time preparing your food, your juices, your smoothies, preparing for the next days, like cutting apples and celery. Make sure that I have something with me to eat any moment of the day when I want, and I don't have to run around New York City and find food, or find food that I can eat right now because I'm healing. So that was a transition which somewhat first was a little bit overwhelming, but I guess like within like period of 2 to 3 weeks, I was kind of like, okay, I wake up, I do this, I wake up a little earlier, I have my drinks, and then I go to work, and then in the evening I come back, I do salad or whatever it is, I cook and then I eat. It's very yummy and delicious, the food, as soon as you like change it. And I'm like, I went out in a period of 3 months twice to restaurants, and I'm like, my food is so much better.
Yeah,
Like,
right. It's
like, like it's so much more
amazing.
delicious. So I would say that was a challenge and a blessing because there were a few days when I couldn't follow my regular medical medium routine. And at some point, I felt like someone kicked the ground under my legs. And I'm like, I didn't do it because I overslept, so I didn't have enough time. But then I'm like, the whole day kind of went wrong, and I didn't feel as confident because I feel like this discipline and routine actually builds your spirit. I do feel that my spirit became so much stronger. I do enjoy my routine a lot. It is a little bit of effort to switch, but it pays off so much. Forget about physical aspect of it. It pays off on a mental spirit part of it a lot. You become like a new person, you change a lot. You don't even see it how just like by changing the food lifestyle, you changing mentally a lot. And me, the person who is very much into self-development, I go through a lot of trainings each year. This was a really great training for me, and not seeing how it did change me mentally, spiritually a lot. And
Yeah.
I did become much stronger
Yeah. And
mentally, spiritually. I am much stronger. Like I'm like, I want the discipline, I want the routine, I want, because this grounds me, this holds my day. No matter what's going to happen in the day, I'm standing still and strong. So this like gives you such a inner power. Love it.
I'm so proud of you, like, because I do have the vision of you in the beginning, and now comparing you now is so brightfully shining, with a lot of energy and motivation and happiness. And I'm so grateful that you trusted me as a coach, and you went through so diligently for all the things, right? Through all the ups and downs, because healing is never linear, right? It's never like we're going to A to B to C to D. It's always okay, I'm going to ABC, maybe then back to B, maybe make to A, then I'm going back again to D, and then you're kind of moving around. And some people, a lot of people, they drop as soon as it's getting harder, as soon as they see some, I don't know, detox symptoms, or they see they don't like the food and they completely stop it, which is a huge mistake. Instead of understanding, okay, what is the exact thing that I don't like? Is it the bloating? Is it the diarrhea? Is it whatever it is that is bothering? Because we are so different with how we are, handling the detox. Because there are people who are not having a lot of detox symptoms, but there's people who have them daily, right? And if you know how to handle these situations, this is when you go through the moments, things where like you don't know how to solve it. When you can go through this moment and be on the other side, this is when you heal, you move forward, and you go towards your light in the end of the tunnel, right? Which is amazing. One more question. How would you describe working with me overall, and would you recommend this kind of support to others who are trying to heal?
Working with you was awesome. I'm like, because we had 3 months together, and the support on WhatsApp, everyday texting was so supportive and so fun. Because I'm like, any question I have, I text you, you answer me. Anything I don't know, I text you, you answer me. And it was like, because you feel so alone if you're starting something different, and you suddenly you become different from all other people, you feel lonely, and you like, because you don't have that support, it's very hard to actually follow the things, because the system breaks you, society breaks you, and people like, oh, what are you doing, what is this? So having someone by your side was a very big support for me. Having those calls that we had with you was, like a fresh air. I was waiting for them. I'm like, when? Because I want to share so much. I want to talk so much. I have so many questions. And some of the days, some of the calls were like when you were just supporting me mentally, right? Because I was going through some hard moments of my life. And the other calls were when you would like tell me, oh, we do this and this, and we check all the wins that we have, and we check all the things that we still want to work on. Truly best experience. And I think that right now, after having such a good experience with you supporting me in my health and food journey, i am I want to get an experience maybe later on with another coach who would be able to like guide me in my profession, maybe like more business side. But now I'm like, now actually I would understanding that it's easier to pay money for someone who already been there, and they can guide you through it so fast. And then you just go make money in the field where you are good. And it actually happened with me because, as I said, I made much more money in the time period when I was with you, because I just got so much good results in me through you, through your help. So for sure, working with you was the best thing ever. I'm so grateful that I made that decision. It wasn't an easy decision for me, because investing in you for a lot of people is hard, but I would do it another 5 times. It was so good. I'm so blessed I found you. I'm so blessed I've been following you for so many years. And finally I'm like, okay, this is the rock bottom. We're gonna go with it. And I'm very sad that right now we are switching to another way of communication. Because I was missing you a lot. Like the days when you were going for weekends, I'm like, she's resting. I miss her. So like just your energy and what you give and how supportive you are. And I really felt like you were like my older sister that I never had, or like that best friend who's always cheering up for you. Even like the days when I messed up and like, whatever, I didn't eat those greens, or like I didn't have enough water. You still were like, you were soft at like, let's try to push a little bit more. Let's just, so like very soft and kind reminder of what we have to do. Like no harsh, no shaming, no kicking butts, but like still soft, still supporting, still very loving. And I guess that was one of the things that was so good for me with you.
Thank
So
you so much.
I love
I'm
that a
melting
lot.
here. I'm go blushing.
I love that a lot. But then also, hold on, I forgot to tell you one more thing. Out of the whole journey that we've done with you, something that we never focused on, like purposely, specifically, but I came to the program with a weight of 65 and a half kilograms. And over the course of these 3 months, at some point, weight started to drop, even though I had big problems with like losing weight in the past 3 years. Somehow, body is changing. And it was very hard. Things that used to work for me before didn't work. And here, seeing that the weight just going down without me doing anything purposely for it, because I didn't have time for sport.
Yeah.
Most of the times, I don't have time for sleep, forget about sport. So right now, I'm 57 kilograms,
Yeah.
and understanding that I lost this, what is it, comes to 8.5, 7.5. Anyway, it's like understanding that I lost this weight with doing nothing, basically nothing. I was jumping on jumping rope in the morning, as you told me, started to implement a little bit more steps in a day, but still I wasn't focusing on it. So I wasn't doing it as good as potentially I could. But just switching the food and lifestyle, losing weight for a woman, this is big. I finally fit in dresses that I bought 2 years ago that we couldn't zip on me. And then I'm like, Mama, zip the dress. And she's like, perfect, finally.
Yeah.
I'm still not at my perfect weight. I feel excited to actually go back to gym and work on my body and get into fit body, lean body. But it also came to me because I got energy to live again.
It is incredible, incredible. I have one more last question. Do you have any words of wisdom for people who are currently listening to this recording? Anything for them to maybe hold on to as something that you have experienced on your own? So maybe you think something that other people would benefit to hear.
For sure, one big thing for me, don't wait. I waited for many years. Like I knew about systems since 2018, and I finally got into there in 2025. So this is like 7 years of waiting, basically. So if you know about medical medium system, and if you feel with your heart that this is something, because I truly believe in it, I always believe in it. I wasn't full on it, but I always believed in it, that this is the way to go, because the amount of people who healed over the years all over the world is incredible. But don't wait, choose yourself. If it's a financial question, just get ready with it and invest with whoever, like, find find the person who will be there for you on medical medium. And for me, that was Justina. Justina is incredible, and you are the soul of mine who actually brought me back to life. For sure, don't wait, choose yourself, give yourself time, and that love that you can give with a trainer, coach, who's going to guide you through this process. It's very hard to learn the information on your own, even though I'm listening to Medical Medium since 2017, almost every other day.
Yeah, there's
But
all details. Yeah.
there, you at some point you can't guide yourself as much as someone, because I got fast results because I had someone by my side who was guiding me, tell me what to do, and being there for me when it was hard and when it was easy. So definitely don't wait, invest. And there is light, there is light on the other side of the tunnel, because as Anthony Williams says, mattress island. I never realized it, but I was on that mattress island. And this is so sad, understanding how many years of good quality life I lost.
Wow. I love this advice so much. I hope people who have been listening got inspiration from this motivation. That's the point of making these videos, to just share that somebody has gone through probably whatever whoever is watching right now is struggling with, because we women, we have so many things on our shoulders, right? Besides health, we usually, watch out over our families, nurturing everybody, giving, and at some point you can't just give all the time. At some point, you'll hit the wall and you won't be able to give. And it's much better to give to yourself the health, the privilege of having health, being healthy, not having chronic symptoms, or just decreasing them, just not struggling, not being sick every 2 3 months and going to doctor from doctor to doctor and spending everything on doctors and trying to figure it out. I just wanted to say thank you for today's interview. It was such a pleasure to have you, and I love that you were so honest and so vulnerable, and You shared your story, and it was beautiful. It was such a pleasure to work with you for the 3 months. You were always there, always answering my questions, because diligence is how you get there, right? Looking at the details, paying attention to details, understanding little things and how they connect, right? Little puzzles together, you put the pieces together. This is how you make the whole puzzle visible and beautiful and working in your life. So yeah, thank you from the bottom of my heart for trusting.
There is one more thing that I really wanted to add because I think it's very important for someone who is thinking of trying medical medium lifestyle and wants to heal their body and their soul. Families is a very big question because my parents live with me. It was a little bit difficult, kind of like, okay, now I don't eat this also, and I don't eat this also. And they're like, so what do you eat? So there was like a lot of frustration from family because they aren't supportive. They don't really understand much what's going on. And saying that like with Justina's, and I brought this on one of our calls with you, that like family is totally not understanding what's going on with me. Later on, seeing how they jumped in with me lightly, but my parents started to drink celery juice with me in the morning. They started to drink lemon water with me in the morning and heavy metal detox smoothie. As of now, that's all they do. This is all they do as of now. But in like within the months, they started to kind of be with me there. I brought them to this moment right now. Like for the past 2 months, they starting their morning with these three drinks. And they
Oh,
said that like we feel better, we sleep better, we lost few kilograms. And come on, they're regular parents. They drink alcohol, they regular food style.
well,
Somewhere they like, oh, did we buy celery? We don't have celery for the morning. So at some point, if you're concerned about your family members, I feel like when they see that you stay strong within what you do, eventually they're gonna join you, maybe little by little with little steps, but they will join you. And as soon as they're gonna see your results and their own little results, you're gonna find that support that you may be missing, because family question was big for me also. So I think this is like an important moment of just like, don't question family, start doing with yourself, start doing you. Later on, your loved one gonna join little by little, and they will give you that support.
this is a great advice. Awesome, because I know so many people are really struggling to get there because they don't know how they're going to live with other people in one apartment and share the same fridge. You can bypass it, right? By understanding, by having the right mindset, having the right thoughts in your head, understanding what is best for you, to choose the best for you and have strong boundaries, which is so important. Thank you so much, Olga. It's such a pleasure, and hope everyone
Thank
watched
you.
inspiration, and hope everyone have a great day.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you for all your work you did with me. I appreciate that.